here is a 2017 KTM 150 SX. Picked it up maybe a week ago. Haven't really rode it. It's been top end rebuilt by Rhodes MX Works. Speed technology suspension. It's an SX model, so it didn't come with a kickstand. Put a kickstand on it, and yeah, haven't really ridden it much. Need to install maybe some protection, pipe guard, but it's gonna be kind of like my first trial and ride. I just set the air pressure today. I didn't ride it because I didn't have the pump for it, so let's see. Choke feels on. Excited. The yard's pretty gnarly, wet, so we'll see how it goes. Choke's on. It's the fuel. There's fuel. Almost wants to. Ride it with the choke on for a bit, and then because it's a little cold, I think it's a little lean on the jetting. Okay, it's loading up, so that means it's a bit rich. Yeah, it's definitely loading up. I love the reason I bought this bike was I have the KTM 200. I have the 200, but for whatever reason the geometry on the 200 is not modern. It's very hard to explain what I mean by the geometry. The geometry is not modern, so when I go fast, I don't feel in control. I feel like I'm like on the bike, not in the bike. This feels a lot like my other. The geometry feels a lot like my other bike, and to me that's very important because that inspires confidence. Okay, not like that. Just lost the bike. Ooh, that's just pure ice. Alright, so confidence, but not when you just run over a slab of ice and you got no grip. Thankfully nothing happened to the bike or me. So those are the perils of obviously riding when there is still snow, but underneath the snow there's a slab of ice, and you don't know what to expect. It is what it is. And I think what happened is a couple days ago we had warm weather and all the snow we had melted, and once the snow melted, that water froze because we had warmer weather again, and that means we have a slab of ice. So, and this being a two-stroke, it's definitely not going to grip so much, and I'm glad it was a light bike, but again, obviously me being me, I want to go over the same spot, but I want to go maybe slower. Yeah, I'm still driving over the ice, but it is what it is. So that is my front end giving way because there's ice underneath. It's more scary when you lose your front, because there's nothing you could do at that point. You know, I really shouldn't be driving or riding, but what happens is if I wait another day, it's gonna warm up, and all that water is gonna make it so sluggish. So I also feel the bike needs to be jetted a bit richer, so we'll take care of that. There's ice underneath me, I can feel. So yeah, absolutely treacherous conditions. I definitely don't want to end up on those steel rods if I fall, right? So we'll take it safely back into the garage and call it a day. You know, not the ideal conditions to be taking a risk. One crash a day is plenty. Yeah, all that, see all that water overnight is gonna freeze. I like the geometry, I really like it. Like I can control this bike really well. So that's the KTM 150, and I obviously crashed on the first so silly, crashed on the first ride. I think that's gonna be a nice video to watch. So I don't think I'll be taking these bikes out there. This is the lightest bike, and if I fall, I would rather fall on this. So that's it. So we're gonna ride again when the weather's better and there's no water, and until then I think this one's gotta stay indoors. Cool.